Okay, hello everybody. What is going on? Phil here live on the stream, and today is Wednesday, August 28th, 2019. As you can hear, I am energetic and excited for today. We've got a lot of positive news to talk about on today's pre-stream. And when there's a lot of positive stuff to talk about, I get excited. So I hope you guys are excited. Hopefully, first of all, you're having a good day, everyone, and you're welcome for a full day of fun new gameplay streams, which I am definitely going to provide to you today. Alright, what are we doing today? Well, the first stream is going to be the continuation of Control. People have been asking me, what do I think about Control? And I got a lot of your opinions about Control last night on Twitter. Personally, I think the game is great. I think that the atmosphere, the story, and the world design and enemy design is quite interesting and fun. And I'm really digging the game so far. I'm thinking that it's actually one of the most interesting games I've played all year, especially because it has a really original plot. Gameplay-wise, kind of a mixed bag. I do think that the game is getting better the more that I play it. Keep in mind, I'm only just under 4 hours into the game, and I'm still unlocking new abilities and everything. And the game is kind of opening up to be almost like a Metroid-esque game where you go to different areas to find secrets and stuff, which is cool. But so far, the combat was kind of simplistic. It seems like maybe later on there'll be a cover-based system or something, because right now there's not one. And that's my number one complaint, is there's really no way to dodge, or excuse me, there's no way to take cover against attacks. It's not like a third-person shooter in a traditional sense. Now I just got a dodge ability, which I could start to use in combat. And we'll see how that changes stuff up. But I'm liking the game so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the game too. And I hope that you're going to have an open mind, because I'll be honest with you, yesterday there were a bunch of people on this stream that seemed like the only reason they were here was to shit on the stream and say that the game sucked constantly, so people would be turned off from interacting in the stream chat. And that pissed me off, because I was really enjoying the game a lot. So I'm just going to say this up front. I think Control is a good game so far, and I want to dive more into it. I'm really excited. If you're going to be here and you're going to have an open mind, and you're going to, you know, interact with me in a positive way, great. But if you're just here to sit here and crap on the game because it's not a kind of game that you like, then I suggest you go elsewhere. This is not going to be the place you want to hang out today, and I'm not going to allow people to just sit here and crap on the game constantly, unfairly, just because it's not to their taste, alright? I'm a variety streamer. I play a large amount of games and a large variety of content. Tonight I'm playing a completely different kind of game with the end game of Judgment. That's going to be my late stream today. Tomorrow I'm doing a Rageathon marathon where I'm playing 5 different kinds of games, and then on Friday I'm playing horror-themed video games. So, you know, if you like variety, it's coming. You don't have to sit here on this stream and suffer through a game you don't like, and certainly we don't want to see you complaining the entire time in the stream chat about it either. So I'm just forewarning everyone ahead of time. If this ain't your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine. Please come back later, and you'll have something completely fun and different later. Alright? So fair enough. That's what's coming today. I just mentioned pretty much what's coming up for the rest of the week. What I'd like to do is talk about a few really interesting topics, positive updates, and things coming, alright? The first thing I want to talk about is an update on the Genesis Mini. As you guys know, I talked about this yesterday, that sadly the person who had said they were pre-ordering me the Genesis Mini months ago backed out of it over the weekend, which sucks. You know, it is what it is. Well, the good news is someone has stepped up and has gotten me the Genesis Mini, this time sending me the order confirmation information to show that they actually did order it. So in this case, I feel very confident that the Genesis Mini will be coming in the month of September. So this is excellent news. You know, we're back on track to cover it. And as I've told you guys, how am I going to cover it? I'm going to be unboxing it live on stream, which is really neat. I haven't done an unboxing of anything in quite some time. So a live unboxing to show you guys exactly what comes in the Genesis Mini. Alright, and then it's going to be me hooking it up and playing with it for a bit and showing you all the games that are available on it so that you know at launch what's there, and checking out some of those games live. And then over the course of that week that the Genesis Mini is out, trying out these games and seeing how they run and seeing, you know, maybe potentially what games could turn into fun retro-style playthroughs in the future. Alright, so that's going to be launch week of Genesis Mini. People in the stream chat are very excited, all using the thumbs up emote now. They're all happy to hear this update, this positive update. Okay? So that's good stuff. I can't wait for that. That's coming up in September. I believe that's September, I want to say it's the 19th or the 20th. I forget the exact date that it comes out. So whenever it shows up via Amazon shipping is when I'll be covering it, okay? So that number one, I want to say thank you to the person who did that. You didn't have to do that. It was really awesome that you did. You basically kind of saved the day there because it would have been a real bummer after talking about this for like over a month that it didn't happen. So thank you very much. They didn't say that they wanted their name out or anything, so I'm not going to mention who it was. But thank you very much to the person who did that, okay? So very nice, okay? All right, number two, ladies and gentlemen. Number two. September is right around the corner. And for those of you who are not aware, September is usually a month on Twitch where they do some special stuff because of all the new game releases that come out that month. There's a lot of hype around game streaming. Well, this year is no exception, and Twitch actually sent me notification early of all the stuff that's going to be going on in September. It's the return of Subtember, all right? You might say, well, what is Subtember? Subtember is multiple things. First of all, it's discounted subscriptions. Yes, it is true. Subscriptions for the entire month of September, Tier 1 subscriptions, which are the ones that usually cost around $5, United States denomination or whatever, are now only going to cost half price. So only $2.50 to do a Tier 1 sub, which is awesome. And the good thing about this is the streamer actually gets paid as if the sub was full priced. Okay? So you only have to pay half if you want to subscribe to a channel on Twitch, but the streamer gets the full amount. That's excellent. All right? And yes, I believe Dude Frozen, it includes gifted subs. Only Tier 1, though. I should clarify that. Tier 2 and Tier 3, which are the higher tier subs, those are going to be normal price. But the Tier 1 subs will be discounted. I get the feeling subs will be flowing like a river during the month of September. Whenever they do this half-price subs, it usually goes really well. And that's cool because yesterday I announced how it was going to work with this, the sub goal for September. So allow me to reiterate. September's sub goal for the channel is going to be the Halloween Marathon event. If we hit the subscriber goal for the month of September, number one, we're going to be doing the Halloween event. Number two, you guys are going to be able to nominate and vote on the games that are going to be played during the event, all horror-themed games, of course. And number three, you're going to be able to vote on the category of Halloween costume I'll be wearing during my big Halloween streaming event. So it's a triple event for the month of September. And I get the feeling it's going to be pretty cool because people are going to finally be motivated. Maybe people who don't sub will be motivated to sub. Maybe we'll see some people gifting subs because of the discounted rate. I think it's going to go really well for everyone on Twitch. I think it's going to be a pretty awesome month for support and everything on streams, okay? Now, in addition to that, for the entire month of September, cheering also will be boosted. It'll be 10% bonus bits for every streamer. So if you, let's say, for example, you cheer 50 bits, well, the streamer will actually get 55 bits. It's a special bonus promotion that they're running for the entire month of September. So not only subbing, but also cheering will be enhanced during the course of September as well. All right? Now, the third part of this whole thing, okay, which I think is pretty funny. I'm gonna be talking about it. Subway. Do you guys know? Subway. Eat fresh. Subway. And that's $5 foot long at Subway. You guys remember that shit? Well, guess what? Subway has partnered with Twitch for the month of September. If you can believe it. And so what this means is that for the month of September, there's going to be Subway emotes. Yes, Subway sandwich emotes in the stream chat just for this month. And apparently, I guess if you use those emotes, you get, like, there's a benefit to using them. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. They didn't, in the email, they didn't show the emotes or whatever that the Subway is going to have, but I just find it funny. Yes, that's the first thing I think about when I come to Twitch is a Subway sandwich, and I want to have Subway emotes in the stream chat. Also, supposedly, Subway, actual Subway, like the employees of Subway, they're going to be coming into streams, randomly selected streams, and gifting subscriptions. So Subway will be coming into selected streams and gifting subscriptions. What are the chances that Subway would come into one of my streams and gift subs out? I don't know about that. But I guess we'll see. Maybe if Subway comes and gives subs, we'll turn it into the Subway stream. Well, I'll turn back into the Subway guy. Meatball marinara. Amazing, delicious seasonings. Fresh, melted mozzarella. A discounted rate. This month only. At Subway. We'll go back to the Subway guy. I don't know if we're going to do that, but I guess we'll see, okay? We'll see what happens in the month of September. So anyway, that's like really, some pretty positive stuff. I'm happy about that because Twitch doesn't really do it that often anymore. And I think that this is going to really help with streaming during the month of September. Especially with all the new releases and everything going on. It should be pretty sweet, okay? Alright, so September, a great streaming month. Discounted Tier 1 subs, extra bonus bits for cheering, and possibility of Subway actually coming in and gifting subs with these Subway sandwich emotes that are going to be in the stream chat, okay? Now, there's some more news this morning. It's been announced that both Aladdin and The Lion King, the old school 2D pixel platformers for the Super NES and Sega Genesis / Master System, are being remastered in HD and will be re-released this year. Holy shit. It was leaked. Apparently these weren't supposed to, it wasn't supposed to be like known, and then it somehow leaked on the internet, and so basically the company came out and announced it and said, yes, it's true. Now, for those who don't know, these are some of the big time platformers from back in the 90s that kids like me would buy and or rent and play the living shit out of as movie tie-in games. In fact, I can tell you I 100% played The Lion King. I owned it because The Lion King was my favorite animated film of all time. I owned The Lion King on the Super NES. So I played that a ton, and the thing is, I haven't played it since the 90s, so I don't know how much I'm going to remember, but I remember I mastered the game. I had absolutely 100% mastered the game. I could do maximize every bonus level, collect every bugs. As Pumbaa and Timon, you have to collect bugs during the bonus levels. I learned all the secrets. They're all hidden secrets in the game. I mastered the entire game, alright? But it's going to be pretty crazy if I remember how to play it after, some 25, 30 years away from playing it. I don't know how well I'm going to do. Aladdin, I never played. I never played the Aladdin video game. I've heard a lot of things about it. I've heard it's very challenging, but I never played it. Now, if these games are, released as it seems like they're going to be, yeah, I'd be interested in playing them. Especially if they come out in October, because the rumor is they're coming out in October, and October, surprisingly, is actually a pretty dry month for releases. There's actually not that much coming out until the second half of the month. The whole first half of the month, there's Ghost Recon, Breakfast Club, or whatever it's called. I forget what it's actually called. It's like Ghost Recon, Breaking Point, Breakfast at Tiffany's or something. And I doubt I'm playing it, because the Ghost Recon games kind of stink, in my opinion. But outside of that, there's like nothing going on the whole first half of October. The second half of October is exciting. You got Modern Warfare, Outer Worlds, Medieval Remaster, Luigi's Mansion 3. There's a lot of games coming out the second half of October. But I don't know about, the first half. So, hey, if these games come out in the first half of October, alright, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to play and do a playthrough of. So let's see what happens. But that's good news. Now, the last piece of news for this morning, some people could see it as positive, but if you actually look behind the scenes, it may not be so positive. Alright? So the news is this: Telltale Games is back. Telltale Games, who 1 year ago went out of business, declared bankruptcy, and it was unclear whether or not The Walking Dead Season 4 was ever going to complete. Alright? Laid off all their employees, didn't pay them 60 days back pay that they owed them. Screwed them over completely, basically, because they ran out of money. They're back. Alright? Now, everyone immediately, when they heard this news, said, oh my god, this is amazing. Maybe we'll see The Wolf Among Us Season 2. Maybe we'll get a new Batman game. Maybe we'll do this. And the truth of the matter is, yes, the Telltale company, the Telltale brand, still has rights to The Wolf Among Us, still has rights to Batman, still has a possibility that it could actually do those games. However, not all is as it seems. So allow me to actually clarify what's really going on. Is it really Telltale Games that's back? No, it's not. Okay? What actually happened was when Telltale went bankrupt last year, the rights to the Walking Dead franchise went over to the company that already makes other Walking Dead games, and they finished off the game. Okay, the rest of the company was basically sold off, and so what we're talking about, oh, Telltale's back. Well, no, they're not. What this is a new company, and from what I understand, it's basically two investors who bought the rights to Telltale. And what they did, listen to this, they contacted previous Telltale employees who've been basically laid off for a year now and said, hey, we bought the company, and what we'd like to do is keep making the games that you were going to make. So would you like to come back as freelance employees who don't receive health care, don't receive any benefits whatsoever, don't have a guaranteed contracts, don't have guaranteed time off, don't have anything. You basically just come back and work on the fly on these games, and we'll call it Telltale. Yeah, and some of the former Telltale employees have already confirmed this has happened, that they're being contacted by this new company saying, hey, come back and work for us, and you can keep making the games you were making. Oh, but you've lost all the benefits that you had when you worked for Telltale. So, here's the thing. As a gamer, I'll be honest, I'm excited. Because, yeah, I think we all wanted to see The Wolf Among Us Season 2. We all wanted to see more games from Telltale. Now, obviously, the reason the company went out of business is because they weren't innovating, they weren't doing enough to make the games original and fun, and they were getting played out, and there was a reason why the company is gone, right? But when you hear that a company that failed is coming back and maybe getting a second chance, and the franchises you wanted to see continue might continue, you get excited, right? As a gamer, I get excited. That sounds good. But as an actual person who understands the business, who understands the behind-the-scenes workings, and when I hear a bunch of guys, just investors, bought the rights to everything, who knows if they even know anything about what the fuck they're doing, and now they're just going to offer the people to come back to finish the games they were already working on for, like, way low pay compared to what they were supposed to be getting. I don't know about that. For me, I'm skeptical, and I'm like, so basically it's a mixed bag. Is it good that there's a chance that these games may eventually actually come to fruition? Wolf Among Us Season 2 in particular is what everyone wanted. Yeah, it's great to at least have a chance, but I'm disappointed that it's going to be like this. Oh, come back as a temporary worker, I don't know, man. Knowing the game industry and how it works and how crazy overworked these people already are, they deserve better than that, And I didn't used to talk about shit like this, but they do. They deserve better than that. Making games is hard fucking work, all right? And the fact that we now find out that behind the scenes that these workers get mistreated so badly in a lot of cases, the last thing we need is another case of this that looks like it potentially could happen. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with this. Okay? Dacky Smurf says, vote with your dollar. When game makers are basically on the verge of trying to unionize against this kind of stuff, you got to be smart with what you buy. And I agree. If we end up hearing horror stories that the new Telltale is basically a terrible company that's, treated their workers like slaves and everything and didn't pay them well and everything, then I'm not buying Wolf Among Us Season 2. And I'm putting my foot down about this, much like I did with Konami games, because a lot of people in the past year said, well, Phil, you didn't buy the Castlevania collection that everyone bought and said was great. Yeah, because I don't support Konami. Konami completely fucked over Hideo Kojima and his entire dev team and screwed over Metal Gear Solid 5 and made the game basically half of what it should have been. And if anything, have proven the only thing they're in it is for the money. They don't care about what kind of a product they put out. So I don't support Konami. I'm not going to. I'm not going to buy games that a company doesn't respect the workers, doesn't respect the gamers. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I haven't bought anything Konami in a while. And I'm going to do the same if this ends up being the same situation. Paramore further win says, Phil secretly loves Kojima. I don't secretly love Kojima. I respect the hell out of the guy. The guy makes some of the most original games out there. You can tell that the games he makes, he puts in arduous work and time and effort towards, and he's a very creative guy. Actually, I see a lot of his tweets on Twitter, and a lot of them are quite interesting, the things that the guy's interested in. He actually shares his creative process with the people on the internet through Twitter. And, I respect the guy a lot. Do I absolutely love everything he's ever done? No. Do I feel that a lot of the stuff that he's done is way over pretentious and overhyped? Yes. But that doesn't mean I don't respect him as a creator. And I'm very upset about what Konami did to him with Metal Gear Solid 5. I think they fucked him and the game over. And you think about how frustrating that must be for him. That game was supposed to be his magnum opus. You know, it was supposed to be, this is my best game ever, and they didn't even let him finish it, you know. Fucking dickheads. Alright, so anyway. That's the deal. So just to recap, if you're joining and you missed out, I have 4 big pieces of news. The first is that the Genesis Mini, I am getting it in September, thanks to a generous viewer. I am getting it, and it's been confirmed. I saw the order confirmation and everything. Genesis Mini is a lock for September. Number 2, September is Subtember here on Twitch. Subscriptions will be half price at Tier 1. And also, there'll be bonus bits being given to all streamers. So, it's like a really awesome month for streamers and for those watching the streams. In addition, there's going to be promotions with Subway sandwiches, as silly as that sounds. So, you're going to see Subway emotes and stuff all around here. Number 3... The Lion King and Aladdin are getting HD remaster games. This is their games from the 1990s, by the way, which I played the Lion King, the hell out of the Lion King back in the day. So that'll be exciting. Those are supposedly coming out in October. We'll see. And Telltale Games may be coming back, but it looks like it's not really what it's cracked up to be, and we got to be skeptical about it because we don't want mistreatment of workers. All right? So that's all the news for this morning. That's a lot of stuff to talk about, okay? Now, let's very briefly outline the schedule. Then let's get on with the pre-stream. So today, I'm continuing on with Control. 4 hours of Control here on the stream. I'm very excited because I really enjoyed playing this game yesterday. Had a lot of fun with it. And I hope you guys are excited for more Control today as well. The plot, in my opinion, is outstanding. One of the more intriguing plots I've seen in gaming in years. So I can't wait to play more and see how it pans out. Alright? Later tonight, it's more Endgame of Judgment. We're now in the Endgame. No more side content in Judgment. We're just going through the story to finish up the game. So it looks like we may finish it. If not tonight, one more session, okay? If not tonight, it may finish it tonight, but more than likely it's going to end up being one more session to finish the game up. We'll see how far we get here tonight with Judgment, okay? Then, tomorrow, it's the big Rageathon event, all right? The Rageathon event is going to be a marathon style, starting the usual time in the morning, but it's going to be going all day long until past 7 p.m., I'll be playing 5 different games that you guys, the viewers, nominated and voted on, including Street Fighter V, Crash Team Racing, World of Warcraft Classic, The Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and Ninja Gaiden Black. What order I'll be playing them, I have no idea. But I need to buy those games and set them up tonight so that they're ready for the marathon tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting event. I hope you guys are excited for it as well, and you'll come and hang out with me all day long tomorrow if at all you can. It's also an opportunity to be supportive. On the stream and show your support for everything that I do. So thanks to anyone who considers coming by and hanging out and being supportive and having fun with me tomorrow. Then on Friday, we're back to business as usual with 2 new releases. Man of Medan from the makers of Until Dawn, as well as Blair Witch. So it's going to be a full day of horror-themed gameplay this coming Friday. I hope you guys are excited for that. Then on Saturday, I'm looking to finish up Control on the stream. And then probably Saturday night, I'll play one of the horror-themed games. Sunday is up in the air, because Sunday is going to depend directly on what happens with those horror-themed games. I may play another horror-themed game during the day on Sunday, or maybe on Sunday I'll do more Grand Theft Auto 4, or maybe else Sunday, I don't know. We'll see. Let's play it by ear and see what happens before I make you a promise about Sunday. And then Sunday night, same thing. I'm not sure what I'm doing Sunday night. It could be my weekly Minecraft stream. It could end up being something else, all right? So let's see what happens, but that's the week, and then Monday I have off. Next week is a weird week for me. Particularly because there's a lot going on in my own personal life in regards to my wife's birthday and our plans for that day, and also there's a day when I can only stream half a day. I'll talk more about that next week when we get to there, okay? But, very exciting week coming up for the rest of this week, thanks to anyone who's planning on attending and hanging out on my streams and having some fun with me, okay? Alright, let's now move on to segment 2 of my pre-stream, which is the gratuitous plugs. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been a content creator for 11 years. I absolutely love doing what I do for a living. I wouldn't give it up for the world unless I absolutely have to someday, which I probably will have to, just being a realist. But, being able to share my gameplay experiences with all of you on a daily basis and interact with you is amazing. Started off doing this as a hobby offline, doing YouTube videos for about 2.5 hours a day back when I had an office job for, the longest time. Then I unexpectedly got laid off from that office job in 2010, and I ended up, saying, what am I going to do? I got to make ends meet somehow. So I found a way to monetize my gameplay videos and turn it into a way to make a living for 6 years, all the way through 2017. And it was pretty awesome. It was very different than what I do today, but it was still pretty awesome. However, sadly, the YouTube ad bubble burst in 2017. They lost most of their major advertisers during the adpocalypse, and it became completely unrealistic for someone like me to be able to make a living on YouTube anymore, even though I'd done it for 6 straight years. So I said I could either just completely give it up, throw in the towel, or I could do something different to try to make it work. And I did. I became a full-time streamer here on Twitch for 2.5 years. I've done fun, daily, interactive streams 6 days a week, full-time. I absolutely love this. I think that what I do now on Twitch is much more fun than I ever did before when I was just making these kind of offline-style videos for YouTube. All right? And, I thank you to all of you who are here on a daily basis, who hang out with me and allow me to do this. All right? Now, that being said, it's a lot of fun, but it's certainly not easy. Now I have to rely primarily on your guys' crowdfunding during live streams to make ends meet. It used to be I could just rely on YouTube ad revenue. Those days are long gone. Now it's all about you guys being supportive during the streams to allow me to keep doing this for a living. All right? So if you love the fact that I'm here 6 days a week doing live streams, entertaining you, the fact that I still upload to YouTube despite the fact that I make almost nothing over there, all right? If you like all of this and you want to see it continue, there are many ways that you can be supportive and help my efforts to continue to do this. Now, I'll say this up front. Even though there are many ways you can be supportive, you don't have to contribute, all right? It's not mandatory that you contribute during a live stream. I'm happy to just know that there are people who come by and hang out with me on a daily basis and, enjoy everything that I do. It really is an awesome feeling to know that people care after so long and want to keep hanging out with me every day, all right? But understand that if you can contribute, it helps tremendously. It's the major reason why I'm still here, is because you guys have been so supportive. So here are some of the many ways that you can. First of all, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil with only 3 days left in the month. Time is running out if you want to contribute to my Patreon for this month and get in on this month's perks in particular. If you pledge this month at a certain level, you'll be able to get your question for sure answered on next month's edition of Ask the King. This is my bi-monthly Q&A show that I do. And so it's a great way to make sure that you're going to get a big in-depth answer live on the show, okay? Please give it a look. I'm not going to go into detail about anything else because it's all listed there publicly. Patreon.com/darksidephil. Thanks to anyone who pledges, and thanks, of course, to anyone who already is a pledgee. I also have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, primarily t-shirts, but there's some other stuff there too, like stickers and mugs. Anything you buy from my Teespring store, you help me out a little bit and you get a cool collectible, so please give that a look as well. That's teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Now, if you're here live on the stream, it's a no-brainer. If you contribute during the stream, you're going to get some nice interactivity with me, and it's probably why you're going to want to contribute during the stream, so you can get a nice shout-out live during the playthrough, right? If you cheer, sub, or tip today, I will give you a live shout-out in recognition for your contributions. And in fact, it's become a major part of my streams that I really enjoy doing, all right? Now, understand, guys, there are some criteria in regards to what I say and do on my streams that I have to follow, so allow me to please outline those. The first being that I am on Twitch TV, and I need to abide by all of Twitch's terms of service, which I do. Therefore, I have to make sure that what I say and do is in line with what they allow. I can't just say and do whatever I want. That's number one. Number two, I try to maintain a certain vibe around here on my streams. I try to keep it chill. I try to keep it fun. I try to keep it loose. I try to make it so that we can all have fun and enjoy ourselves and just relax and have it be about me having honest reactions to games that I'm playing, you guys seeing those live reactions and responding to them, having fun discussions with people in the stream chat and with myself live on the stream. That's what it's all about. There's a lot of other places on the internet where they're all about drama and they're all about causing, all kinds of controversial topics to burst into arguments and derail the stream, and it's not about the game. And you know what? In a lot of cases on my chill streams, I don't care that much about the games. That's the case. But on my main gameplay streams like this one today where I'm playing a brand new release, I do want to, at least be able to kind of concentrate on the game for somewhat of the stream, all right? So that's why I don't talk about things like politics or religion on my streams, because they're derailing, and what they do is they cause a lot of arguments, and we don't want that. That's why I also don't bring up drama. I don't bring up people who are insulting me or stealing my content on a regular basis. I don't bring up, all the latest gossip and shit. I'm not all about that. I'm a guy who's just very down to earth, and I just want to play games and have fun. That's all I want it to be. I don't want this to become the drama stream, the insult stream, the blah, blah, blah stream. You guys have enough drama in your real lives the last thing you need is to come to a gamer stream and then be bombarded with more of it. You know what I mean? So my goal is to keep that shit out of here. All right. Now that being said, you may see that sometimes a contribution will come in and I may not respond to it. More than likely, that's because I feel that it's something that's derailing to the stream or is going to focus into one of those areas I just mentioned that I don't want to go into. So understand that I have absolutely no obligation whatsoever to respond to anything or anyone on my streams. I can simply ignore stuff if I feel that it's derailing or it's going to cause some kind of argument in the chat or whatever. And so please understand that some people seem to think that just because they contribute that they're 100% obligated to get some kind of a direct reaction from me when that's not the case. All right? I am the ultimate controller of what happens on my stream, and I have to make sure that it's all in line with what I want to do. So there you go. Now, as you can see, at the top of the leaderboards, all right, the top of the leaderboards, at the top of your screens, there's top cheerer and top tipper that are called out there. And if you are the top cheerer or top tipper of the day, I will put you up there so you can get recognition on the stream. There's also a cheering leaderboard integrated into the Twitch chat, which you should be able to see at the top of your Twitch chat there on your screens. All right. So please give that a look as well. It's a way for you to get extra recognition for your cheers. That runs all the way through the week through Sunday night. So any cheers you do during this week, you'll get recognition if you're one of the top 10 cheerers through Sunday. Okay. All right, so outside of all that, guys, the last thing I have to say, and this is really important, all right? I know I just mentioned a ton of stuff, of ways that you could be supportive on the stream. And you may be saying to yourself, well, what's the best way that I can support Phil? He just mentioned a million things, right? The best way you can support me right now, real talk, is to tip me. Tonight, I have to buy 3 games for tomorrow's Rageathon. I have to buy another full game for Friday's new gameplay streams. Next week, I'm probably going to have to buy a new game. And there's more coming this month, you know? So just between that, there's a lot of money involved. In addition to that, I've got some bills coming up that I need to pay, one of which I need to try to pay by the end of this month. At this rate, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. But I got one bill due basically by the end of August, and then I've got all of my bigger bills coming up in early September. So when you tip me, those are funds I could put directly towards these kind of things. I could put it towards the cost of these games this next week. I can put it towards these bills that I need to pay right away. Everything else that you guys do helps me out as well, but there's some processing time before I get any benefit, while tips I get immediately. So please, if you are going to be supportive today, I would ask if you absolutely could, please tip me. That's going to help me more than anything else in the short term, okay? How do you tip? If you look below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. And just for one quick moment of review, no, you don't have to use your real name when you tip me. You could put in a completely falsified name, or you could just say anonymous, and no one will know it's you. The only reason I bring that up is some people are afraid, oh no, if I support a streamer, someone might harass me on the internet for it. Well, you could be completely anonymous. No one's going to know it's you. Okay? All right. Now we're going to go on to the third and final segment of my pre-stream, which is the gratuitous shoutouts for those who have been supportive so far on the stream and contributed in some way. We actually start off today with an overnight sub from Windshaft, who resubscribed for 7 months. Thank you very much, Windshaft, for a 7-month resub. That is appreciated very much. Then we go on to, let's see here, the Iwan Thomas, or Ewan Thomas, I apologize because I have no idea how to pronounce your name, who resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you very much for the 2-month resubscription there. Vincent444 did a 50-bit cheer to get the cheering started today. And he says, will you play The Lion King in Aladdin HD that's coming out in October? Funny you asked that. I already addressed it on the pre-stream. The answer is I'm interested in it. It all really depends on timing. And if it ends up coming out in the first half of the month, the chances are I will be playing those games because there's nothing really going on in the first half of October. It's a pretty slow first half of the month, which is crazy because usually that's the busiest time of the year for games. And for whatever reason, it just seems like it's going to be pretty slow this year. Now, I put Vincent up there as the top cheer of the day, but then he cheered again 70 bits, so he topped his own top cheer immediately. So let's go ahead and get Vincent up there on the leaderboard as the top cheer with 70 bits. Thank you very much, Vincent. Then we had a $1 troll tip, which I'm not going to read because it's a very insulting name. Thank you, troll, for the tip. I appreciate that. Dolan Dark then cheered and basically tried to derail the stream completely. and I'm not going to do that. All right? So thank you, Dolan Dark, for the cheer, but I'm not going to derail the stream with your nonsense. Francis Farmer tipped me $1. That makes it the top cheer of the day. I don't know who Francis Farmer, or excuse me, top tipper of the day. I don't know who Francis Farmer is. They said, I miss the comfort of feeling sad. Okay, Francis Farmer, whoever you may be. I'm sure some kind of person from history who probably did horrendous war crimes or something that I'm not aware of. Who knows? So, thank you for the $1 tip. Let's get you up there on the leaderboard. And that's $2 tips total, including that $1 troll tip earlier. Alright, what I would like to do now, quickly, is read off the top cheering contributors of the week. Alright? Top cheering contributors of the week. And then I guess we're just going to get started. We're going to jump right in because it looks like, you know, contributions have slowed down. So let's go ahead and get into the shout-outs for cheerers. All right, the top 10 cheerers of the week. Thank you guys so far. We've got RFHC5 in 10th place. We've got Vincent444 in 9th place. We got a tie for 7th between Final Laugh 87 and Variable ZYX. Thank you guys very much for that. In 6th place, we've got The Last Rambo. 5th place goes to Alka Doripa. 4th place goes to Rumpelstiltskins, who's tied with B-Boy Cyclone, so in reality, it's a tie for 3rd place. My apologies, I didn't say that up front. In 2nd place, Meat Pistol Meltdown. And in 1st place so far this week, Jad F. So thank you to those who have contributed via cheering. Much appreciated. Thanks to those who contributed this morning so far. Let's actually, before we begin, check on sub count as well. I guess not. 617. Alright, very nice. We went up by a single subscription. That is better than nothing. So thank you very much for that, guys. Alright, I guess, guys, that's it. Looks like, yeah, contributions, that's it. I've covered everything. So I guess we're going to end the pre-stream. And we're actually going to jump into Control relatively quickly here today. Because it seems that I've covered everything. Yeah, it was a quick one. So, alright, it happens sometimes. See, you guys are always complaining about the link to pre-stream. And, you know, then sometimes we get... Wait a minute! Awful Waffle just did a 50-bit cheer and said, wait! Alright, well, thank you very much, Awful Waffle, for that. But, that... Oh, wait a minute! Hank Duma just tipped me $10. Thank you, Hank. Very nice. Biggest contribution of the day so far. He says, looking forward to another 4 hours of Control. Finally something new and it's good. And looking forward to Frightful Friday with 2 horror games. Yeah, I know. That's going to be crazy. First of all, I love playing horror games, as you guys know. And the fact that we're now going to have 2 in one day. I mean, yeah, it might be a little bit of an overload, but at the same time, I think it's going to be something refreshing and different, which will be fun. I'm looking forward to Friday very much as well. So thank you very much, Hank, for a $10 tip. That is much appreciated. Thank you so much. That's going to go straight towards buying one of those games for tomorrow's Rageathon, actually. Hobo X10 just resubscribed for 17 months. Thank you very much for all that support. And he says the following. Would you consider making Classic World of Warcraft a weekly chill stream or 2? Many people might be interested. It's super fun and huge on Twitch right now. The problem is, Hobo X, what you might not realize, that a ridiculous amount of people are going to be attempting to troll me during World of Warcraft, which is why it was added for the Rageathon to begin with. You might think it's good for a chill stream. It's going to be the complete opposite. I'm going to go in and people are purposely going to be trying to join the server I'm joining just to go to the area I'm in and troll me and prevent me from completing the quests. Even if I ignore them, what happened last time I played World of Warcraft years ago was that they went there and killed all the low-level enemies I needed to kill to complete the quests. So I couldn't even do it. I was stuck in the introductory area for like an hour, couldn't even complete the starter quests. And the same exact thing is going to end up happening. So that's why it was added to the Rageathon. People wanted to see me rage at basically people trolling me for about an hour. So as much as it would be nice to maybe, as much as it would be nice to be able to do what you're saying, it's not viable. You're going to have assholes who are going to be harassing me, and that's not going to happen. So it's essentially, I'm going to be paying $15 for a monthly subscription to this thing, to play it for an hour and a half, to sit in a queue to join, then to sit in a queue to do the introductory missions, which I won't be able to complete because of mass trolling, and then I'm just going to turn it off and never play it again because it's going to be unplayable. You know, in all the years that World of Warcraft has existed, Blizzard has not put any protections in to stop trolling. It's pretty sad. Dude Frozen says, just skip it. You won't even get into the server. Well, listen. I said I would play what people voted for. They nominated and voted World of Warcraft Classic. So, you know, I'm still going to give it a shot. If I'm sitting in a queue for an hour and a half, then so be it. We interact for an hour and a half while I sit in a queue and I don't play. I don't know what else to say. Okay? That's right. Combat says Blizzard's too busy counting money to deal with that stuff. And then Elite Shadow Ninja says Blizzard's too busy snorting all the cocaine they've been on. Yeah. Why would they fix it? Right? Why would they fix that? Alright. So anyway, guys. I guess that's it for the pre-stream. Now it does actually look like contributions have dried up. Thank you guys very much. Let's continue on with Control. And let's see how far we can get today. People are saying the game is only 10 hours long if you only do the story. But there's optional stuff that I've been doing. I already did one optional quest, and today we're starting off with a second optional area. So as long as I continue and do the optional stuff, it may take longer. I'm going to guess 12 hours. So maybe today, and then one more major stream this weekend. Like I said, Beverly's probably Saturday to finish it up. But I guess we'll see. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Alright, contributions have died, so let's go ahead and let's get started. My foot's itching. Let's get started with Control. Thanks, everyone. We'll end the pre-stream, and let's begin. Here we go.